But there's some things you can't peel, like those eggs, which become a big problem because we're having a big salmonella problem. And if you look on egg cartons, the government will tell you. So you notice right here, it says lot number. That lot number is vital because that lot number will tell you whether or not it came from a place that's been infested with salmonella. So right now, lot number 1065 is the one that tends to have, unfortunately, all the eggs recalled. This is tens of millions of eggs.
Again, eggs, because my husband especially, he likes them up or over easy, or we use raw eggs and salad dressings and making aiolis and, you know, homemade mayonnaise and all that. That's something where I buy from a tiny little farm where I know where the eggs came from, and I spend the premium because I know we're not going to be fully cooking it. Yeah. Do you think that helps at all with the prevention?
Again, theoretically, yes. I grow my own eggs.
You have chickens.
Exactly.
Right.
And so even there are cases where you get salmonella in your own chickens.
Really?
Yes, once they get there, it's an issue. And you really can't wash it off. In fact, the biggest problem with salmonella is when you think you're doing good, you're often not. So with eggs, your best move is to cook them more than I like to cook them because I'm with your husband.
Right.
And there's some foods you can't make a custard with a completely cooked egg, right? So you're going to lose some areas. However, if you're vulnerable, very young, very old, autoimmune, recovering from cancer, something like that, you need to
stay away from.
You overcook them. Experts are telling us that a lot of American households don't have their refrigerators and freezers at the right temperature. That's because when you go in there and check the numbers, like we're doing right here in this video, right, it's actually not as accurate as you might hope. So, little hack here. Put a glass of water in the fridge. They have thermometers for refrigerators and freezers. You can buy one of those. Or this is a cheap one. You know, take the water, put it in the fridge, wait for 2 hours, turn it on, and dump it in there, and then measure the temperature. And in the freezer, obviously, you don't want to freeze the water. Use alcohol, which I like to keep my tequila in the freezer anyway.
My husband keeps the vodka in the freezer.
Oh, I love him. He's getting more and more. That's why we both love you. So
Health news. Keep your vodka in the freezer.
So I think it tastes better. So you take your alcohol, put the thermometer in there, and it should be 0 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It should be 38 to 40 in the fridge.
And your fridge should be 38 to 40, right? And if you work in restaurants, you have to do that. They come and test you, the health department does, because you are running the risk of contaminating your family and yourself if it's above that.
Yeah, and it's so simple. So listen, this is mostly good news for y'all. You can control your destiny.
Exactly. What do you have coming up on the show?
So we're doing a lot of investigations. Biggest problems we have in fraud in America are actually food fraud, because there's a huge
You and I talk about this all the time. He constantly sends me articles.
So,
I'm sure you link to them on your show.
So we're gonna be hammering away. Is the froyo yogurts good? What Greek yogurts? What's the deal with apple cider vinegar, which is the most common home remedy? We have a 7-day apple cider vinegar detox, but it's got to be the right apple cider vinegar. And when you start to get into the nitty-gritty of whether fish sandwiches are good or can you really eat meat now? Is butter back? Get into the nitty-gritty of what makes sense. Educate folks so they can actually be arbitrators. But you're all going to be detectives.